start recording now and then fuck with the settings.
Gotcha.
Just kind of lag it out a little. It looks a lot more HD on the recording, which is interesting, but you know what? I'll take it. It's better than nothing.
Okay.
I don't remember the last time. I'm pretty sure I just like started this and then didn't do anything. So I'm a basic bitch. I just like naming the characters like, and that's what I'm gonna do.
No, that's fine.
I don't.
Oh, there's a rewind feature.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why it's telling me about it. Look, please. Okay, thank you. So I generally know this this first game, but
Oh, you lost your sword.
yeah, that's definitely not just a beam. So yeah, hold on, actually, instead of getting into this, here, hold on. Okay. Oh hey, I had a restart point. No. Isn't there a thing that lets you look at the game manuals? I'm just gonna create a suspend point real quick there.
Okay.
I swear there's a thing that allowed you to look at the game manuals.
I mean, if that's true, that'd be pretty cool.
CRT filter. Well, I guess this is as good as any. So, yeah, basically, you're tasked with going into the 8 dungeons around the world, get the pieces of the Triforce, go fuck up Ganon. Figure it out yourself.
I mean, that's
See,
pretty
now
cool.
the colors feel different.
Yeah,
They
I'd say it looks
changed.
darker.
What happened? It was fine a few moments ago. Okay. This might be a lesson in futility here on this one. As much as I want to do it on, record it on here, I might just have to do the Forbidden Jutsu in order to play it.
I mean, no one would know the difference.
But yeah, I think the game manual like came with a map that like showed you where the first handful of dungeons were, and then tasked you to figure it out from there. Which, for the most part, it's not that difficult. But there's a few things that are a little sneaky. Like,
I just think it's interesting that the map's not filling out as you're going.
I mean, it's an NES game. It'd be a little bit too complicated for that.
Uh-oh.
Also, this is one of the... There's a reason why... Like, I think the first game is a fine... Like, there's rare times where it's just like, oh yeah, the NES game is alright, but usually it's like, no, the NES game's dog shit. Never played the NES game, but... I think it's a serviceable game. I think it holds up, but it is a little rough when you're used to other 2D games that give you way more freedom than 4 directional inputs.
Yeah, 4 directional inputs isn't really that great.
No. So like if I'm trying to kill something, I have to be facing that motherfucker. Fortunately, there's kind of like fractional spots, so like I'm not just like on the tile, I can be like halfway up, halfway down, or whatever, and I'll still be able to hit it. But if I want to hit something that's below me, I gotta turn and be parallel to it for the most part.
You have to be right there.
Yeah. So it makes some things later on where you can only damage them from not the front kind of difficult.
Ugh. Jeez. I mean, but since it's an old NES game and it's, you know, janky, you'll get used to it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of how you always have to do it. If old games are weird and jank, you just gotta keep playing until you learn how to get around the jank. But yeah, for the most part, the first game is a flavor. And it's definitely like one of those flavors that are just like, it's a little weird. It's like you could get used to it. It's not terrible, but there's like a weird aftertaste sometimes that you might be able to like grow accustomed to. So that thing I picked up was a compass, which shows me the boss room.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
In dungeons, it does fill out the map, but if I want to see that on that little top left map, I have to find the map. I think it also fills
is that a drop or a chest?
It's a static item, so once we find the location where it's at, it'll be there every time. I don't feel too good. Gasp. Eastmost penis is the secret. Anyway. There are dungeon items too, but they're not as like prevalent as they make them in later Zelda games. Yeah, there we go. There's the map. I'm so afraid. Okay, so the top one still fills out on its own to show me where I've gone, but the top one, the UI one, does get filled out. It might be a rough journey getting through this one. I'm not that hot on this game. Basically, once we get through the first two games, I'll breeze the fuck out of this series, but getting to that point is the complicated part.
So... Oh. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have spoke.
No, I would have had that happen whether or not you had said anything. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so have you ever played this, like, in your real life, or have you only ever done it through other means?
My dad owns this game, actually, like the NES copy of it.
Oh,
The first two. Yeah. But for the most part, I've played it through, like, Virtual Console and shit. I have beaten it. Oh yeah, whenever 3DS was still big and a thing, I have like pretty much every single Zelda game that can be on the 3DS. I have.
That's actually pretty cool.
I played it for a while and got good at it, but I don't play the first one enough to keep that good. I just know a handful of things to make my life a little bit less miserable, for instance. But I'm not a big hot shot at the game. I thought that's where the tone
So, how many times do you think you've probably played it total? Like, maybe just a small handful?
Playing it probably several different times, because every now and then I just get the itch to play it, but actually play it through the end, probably like 3 times. not often.
It's not one of those games where it's like, you know, this is good.
It's a gem. It's good. Not something I would come back to willingly often. or at least
Mhm.
play through till completion willingly. Because like, I know stuff, not great at it. Plus, there's not that much going on. A lot of the like enjoyment of the game really comes down to like exploring this very open, empty world yourself and figuring things out. Which is what they tried to do with Breath of the Wild. Like they basically made a NES version of that, put a bunch of mechanics in it. It's like, yeah, this works for an NES game. Let's turn it into a Switch game. No, my heart. I think, ironically, I think the first game does it better. I think I would prefer to play the first game over Breath of the Wild.
I'll be honest, from playing Breath of the Wild, I really didn't enjoy Breath of the Wild. But that just might be a me thing. What the fuck is going on?
These are wall masters. They are not friends. If they grip that shit, they will take you back to the entrance of the dungeon.
Holy shit!
A
lot of money. How the fuck are you supposed to know what to do there?
Trial and error. This is NES. You're not supposed to know. You're just supposed to know, hey, that looks like a bad thing. Let's not get touched by it. That's all you get to know.
Ooh, speak up. Hey!
So in order to, like, I think Breath of the Wild, I don't know. I think it's not a terrible game,
Oh,
but
wait,
I
was
just
that the
prefer...
boss?
Yeah, that was the dungeon boss.
Oh, I thought that was the second to last boss. I thought the blinking red was the boss.
No, the Blinking Red's the Triforce. I did mistake that. But I don't think Breath of the Wild's a bad game. I just feel like it's too empty. Like, the cost of open world is that you've got this huge, nice, cool place to explore, but then you didn't put anything in it.
No, it's just so open that there's nothing there, and then it's just, hey, what's between me and this other place? Nothing. It's just scenery.
It really
Like-
just does depend on how much you value the discovery of new shrines. I didn't after a while, so then I kind of stopped enjoying it. I think that Tears of the Kingdom, I keep hitting the wrong buttons, dude. I'm gonna crash out. I think Tears of the Kingdom did a lot better in terms of like how you're able to like freely explore stuff. Because like Breath of the Wild, you get your main kit at the start, and same thing with Tears of the Kingdom, kinda. But like Breath of the Wild, you get freeze ice, you get pick up metal, and you get bombs, and I guess you get freeze in place as well. Time stop. But like the amount of stuff you can do with that creatively is super limited. And that ended up leading to me noticing how often they repeated things in shrines. Like I noticed like, oh, I did this shrine and here's a shrine again but slightly longer. Oh, and here's the same two shrines again, but now it's even slightly more longer. Like they ran out of ideas fast, whereas in Tears of the Kingdom, with Ascend, with Ultra Hand, and Reverse Time. I always called it Bites the Dust. But
oh, because rewinding.
Yeah. But like with those three abilities, you get, I mean, it's mostly just Ultra Hand, but it's like you can do whatever the shit you wanted. And I felt like it made better puzzles. I'm forgetting where specifically this next dungeon is located. Dude. Gonna crash out. Alright, whatever.
I mean, It looks like you're doing good to me. That's just to me, though.
I keep hitting Y and X, because usually on like virtual console stuff like this, they will make it so that Y and X are also A and B. They have not. So I keep hitting Y and X, thinking that, like, I'm used to the left button being my B button. So like, I keep hitting that to throw my boomerang, and it's not. I can change my controls, right? I thought I saw something about changing controls.
Probably not. Maybe on the main menu.
Yeah, let me...
And then you're going to go back to trying to use those, but you're going to have an easier time of adjusting.
No, it's just not gonna let me change my controls. That's kind of annoying. I know Dungeon 2 is somewhere in these woods here. Maybe I just went too far right. Or maybe too far down. I need to go
I
up.
mean, this would be like one of those olden games where you would actually get pen and paper and then, you know, like map it out.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the manual, because you said the manual has...
It kind of has a map.
Damn, dude's expensive.
I mean, that's...
Also, I thought the Triforce only was 3 pieces.
So this is one Triforce. This isn't the Triforce. This is pieces of a Triforce. Because they can be broken up. I find no shame in looking up... I don't really want to look a detailed map up, but I find no shame in looking a map up for Zelda. For the first 2 games. Okay. I didn't go up enough earlier. Cause like these games are just really like I'm not here to re-explore everything and figure shit out. I'm here to play through the game.
Yeah.
Ooh, bombs. Yippee.
Now you just need some rope. Bombs? Rope?
Bro's talking about fictitious things.
What?
Give me in. I don't want to die and have to walk all the way over here again. Because, yeah, if you die in dungeons, you spawn at the start of dungeons. You die in the overworld, you spawn in the first screen again.
Oh, God. So that's why they made the rewind point.
I just think it's because nowadays a lot of, like, games are more about experiencing the game rather than actually playing the game.
It's not as punishing.
I mean, it still is punishing, but it wants to be like... It's an accessibility thing. And I do enjoy and dislike the idea, because it's like, I think the struggle is part of the experience.
Yeah.
Because it's like, playing Battle Network, the... like, engaging with the combat is like the experience. They're part of the experience.
Did you say you like the struggle?
It depends on how much the struggle is. If the struggle just feels unnecessarily bullshit, no.
And then, does that mean that you understand that I was gonna lead into, then why don't you play Dark Souls?
Because it's too much of a struggle for me to care about. I don't...
No, absolutely.
I don't think... I won't go and say that I think Dark Souls is bullshit, but I think it's a little bit too... I don't have time to play this game.
I sincerely think you should not have started on 1 because 1 is really fucking hard.
I mean, like I was saying for, like, the Zelda series, like, if you just want to enjoy and, like, play a game, I would not recommend you start on 1 or 2. I could recommend you play literally any other game because they are significantly more accessible.
Yeah.
But I also believe by not playing the first. Well, I guess it's really 2 that starts the references, but I mean, 1 also kind of gives you all the enemies and shit. You can see like when they bring enemies back and how long it's been since you've seen an enemy type. Really, the only time that
just like
matters
our
in this
favorite
game.
net virus shrimp.
Swimps. But yeah, the only thing you really get out of the first game, I guess, is just you have to go into dungeons. You've got the name Zelda. You've got Link. In the manual, it introduces Impa. And those will be reoccurring names.
It's also got very good sound design.
Yeah.
There's something about old games that I love the soundtracks and sounds for, and I gotta say, this is actually pretty nice. I like that they introduce their names and everything, but I love the sounds and everything more. Like,
Yeah.
if I go and play Sly Cooper, I'm in for a great time. Speaking of which, I would love it if you played through Sly Cooper, but unfortunately, you'd have to use a VM.
I think, isn't it on Steam?
If it's on Steam, I'm going to buy this right now.
I want to say this
Nope.
is probably... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I want to say that's probably one of those games that was on Steam. Bombas! I would like to get this room here, because I'm pretty sure Dungeon 2, you just immediately get an upgrade for the boomerang in this room. Just makes it fly farther, I think. This is a rough room, damn. Maybe I just come back and do that later because
Yeah, okay, so you can play it, but it's only through, you know, VM.
I think I know what you're insinuating, but I have no idea what you mean
Virtual
by
machine.
virtual machine. I see.
Or emulator, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I did
You're
call it the
emulating the
forbidden
virtual-
jutsu.
I mean, sure. Or if I say emulator, you can just do a King Crimson like time skip.
I mean, I don't really care about saying emulator. I genuinely don't. Oh, I said the spooky word. Like, yeah, I don't care.
I should do double spacing.
Because as it is, emulators are not an illegal thing. It's not like I'm talking about
Yeah,
torrenting
I
like a
know.
movie or
Isn't it
anything.
because of Nintendo that got clarified too? If you own the game, you can emulate it.
I don't know.
I do actually own the Sly Cooper games. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3.
The idea behind it is you can emulate it, but you're just not allowed to. You can't distribute copies of it, which, yeah. But like, I own the copy of the game, which means I own the data that's inside of it. So, like, I can do whatever the hell if I want to download it and play it on not original hardware, I can. But it's not like I'm gonna sell it or give it away.
Yeah, you just want to play a game.
Because, at a certain point, accessibility for something just kind of goes out the window. Like, if they weren't redistributing these games, there would be zero way to play them without, like, if you had a way of ripping the games from a cartridge or something.
mean, they could attempt to make the game themselves, but then that is just blatant. What's the word when you copy? You make something.
Plagiarism, but it only matters. It only matters in like an academic or a market sense. Like if you're trying to make the game and then resell it, then that's plagiarism. But if you're just like remaking the game for your own purposes and you're not distributing it, it doesn't matter. It really just comes down to, are you making it available outside of just yourself? Come on, Dodongo. Neat. I've never done that before. There's like some weird glitch where if like the bomb explodes on top of Dodongo, you can just kill it with a sword. But normally you have to just shove bombs into its gullet.